Good morning. So I kind of wanted to do a get ready with me to show you, if you haven't done this yet, haven't been color matched yet, haven't tried this makeup yet, to show you the ease of it, the convenience of it, how freaking awesome it is. So I got some new eyeshadows and stuff in, but I want to show you just kind of beginning to end how this all works after you get color matched, after you order your makeup, what's going to happen. So depending on how much you order, you might just earn yourself a free one of these. If not, you can buy one. They're not expensive, but these are magnetic. So this is your palette. These come in all different shapes and sizes and colors. And this is a double one right here. So what we're going to do is, this is magnetic and these are metal. So this is an eyeshadow right here. And I'm going to show you how this works. All right, so your makeup is going to come in these little tins. So we're going to pretend that this is my regular highlight color. This is my main foundation color that you get color matched to. These come in these pretty little tins. I'm just going to slide it out and I'm going to stick it right in here like this. And this one is going to fit 4 across, or the eyeshadows take up the space of, 2 eyeshadows take up the space of one of these. And this would be my highlight color. This is Aura. This is actually my brightening highlight color right now. This is what you consider your concealer. You do in these areas. I'm going to show you that. And then I also color match you to a contour color. And this is going to be your shadowing and sculpting color. I'll show you that too. So we're just sticking all these colors right in here. And then the 4th color I will suggest will probably be a lip and cheek, unless you need some color correcting, dark circles under your eyes or something like that. So I'm going to put this beautiful color Dahlia right in here. Now you can always start with a larger compact. If you fill it, you get it for free. And there's nothing wrong with having all kinds of colors to start off with. They're all beautiful. It's amazing. All right, so we filled our top part, and then I'm going to open it up to the bottom part. We want to keep our creams and powders separate if possible, because we don't want powder going onto our cream. So in this level, I'm going to use my setting powder. I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to put my eyeshadows in there. So I'm going to put 4 really pretty fall colors in here. They are pigmented, they are velvety, they are beautiful, and I really suggest them. We also have 4 cream eyeshadows, but see, and then they don't fall out. Everything stays in here. And you can just grab this, you throw it in your purse, you take it in the car with you, just be careful in the heat, and you grab this, and you grab a brush, and this is all you need. You can do your makeup it. And since the kids are going back to school, or have gone back to school, how much more convenient than this? It takes 5 minutes to do your makeup in the morning, I promise you. And this is what we're going to do. This is a lightweight application brush. This is called the Best Blend Forever brush, and I've really been liking this lately. But if you need a little more coverage, we have other brushes for medium coverage, more full coverage. I can show you those too. So I'm going to use a different palette. This is my palette. These are all of my colors that I'm color matched to, and the colors I really like to use right now. So I'm going to show you this. So I'm just going to cancel out the redness and really brighten up under my eyes, down my nose and my chin, and then in between my eyebrows too. So I'm going to look a little crazy, but that's okay, because we're going to go back in and blend it all together, and it blends beautifully because it's all cream. So my next color is my main highlight color right here, and we're going to put that all the other places that we're not going to put our contour. So our contour is going to go under here. Our blush or lip and cheek color is going to go there, because we don't need any more than 1 layer unless you have some color correcting to do, but we really want to put just a minimal amount of makeup on our faces. And this makeup doesn't feel cakey ever. It's so lightweight, even if you have to put 2 layers on. And that's the beauty of it. I think that people get scared that cream means cakey, and it does not. It moves with your skin. You don't even know that you have it on, and it stays on. So here I'm just canceling out my other pink. You notice I'm still using the same brush. I'm not cleaning it in between, because all the makeup transfers to our face as we're using the color. So by the time we go in to get our next color, there isn't any color left on, especially if you do light to dark on your face, which is what I'm doing. So I'm going to flip back over to the smaller side, and I'm going to go into my contour color. And I like to use a darker contour color because I really like to sculpt out my bone structure. But when I color match you, I won't probably color match you to something so dark. I'll color match you to something a little lighter. but I really love this. So what we're doing is we're just putting this in the soft part under here, under our cheekbones, to really make that bone structure stand out there. We don't want to go too far down because we don't really want a shadow. We just want to make our bone structure pop. So I'm also going to go the whole way under my jaw. So we're essentially just sculpting, chiseling out our jaw. You don't have to do this part, but I like doing this part. I'm just contouring my nose a little, starting at my eyebrow and coming straight down here. And you want to make sure that you're left with just a really narrow, bright line down the middle. And that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to really thin out your nose visually. And it's just a fun, easy, inexpensive way to give yourself a little nose job. And we'll go back in and clean that up afterward. And then I'm going to contour at the top here. And I'm just going to go back and forth, basically temple to temple. I'm just trying to shadow all around my face to bring all the light right here. So now we just blend everything. We still use the same brush, and I'm going to blend this down a little, but I'm not going to completely blend away those dark lines because I want them there, so visually it makes my nose narrower. And then I'm going to blend it out more with my Beauty Blender before I'm all done. So I'm going to do that right there, and then I'm going to go with the other side, the fluffier side, and I'm just going to swirl this around a little and keep it right there under my cheekbone. And there is no perfect way to do this. Everyone does it differently. You can always fix it if you need to. It's super easy. I'm just blending that out a little, making sure I blend all this down and around so we don't have any sharp lines. And then I'm going to finish blending this too up into my hairline and give myself that contoured look. All right, so I finished blending pretty much everything with this. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm going to use my lip and cheek color here, and I'm going to put just a little bit here. And I don't do too much at first because it's totally buildable. And I'd much rather do a little at a time than do too much at first, but it's also blendable. So I just keep on blending it out until I get to the desired color and level of color that I want. And just put it right on top of your contour color there. And it really just makes your cheeks pop. Just like that. And so I'm going to go all over everything now and blend. I'm going to use my Beauty Blender, which is, I've used a lot of these. My other one was from Ulta. It was a little stiffer. This one is ours from Mascara Beauty, and it is so squishy and wonderful. You usually dampen this, but what I like to do at the end is I use my Stay Spray, which has SPF 30, and I dampen with that. So I put my Stay Spray on here, and I'm just going to go all over my face with this. And this is going to give me, first of all, a nice coconutty smell, but it's going to make our makeup stay all day. That's what it is, a setting spray, super lightweight, and it has the SPF 30, so it's going to protect my skin all day. I love the sun, but I don't love age spots and wrinkles. And then at this stage too, before you did this, if you get oily in your T-zone or even all over, you can use our setting powder, Vanilla Dust setting powder. I have this in my eyeshadow palette right here. And this is going to give you a more matte look. It's going to take away a little bit of the dewy look. And you can just put this up and down like this or wherever you need to. I also made sure to use my Beauty Blender to blend out those lines there from my nose. And as you can see, there are no harsh lines, but I still have that bright going right down there. There's that chiseled look on my nose. So the next thing I'm going to do my lips. So I'm going to use our lip brush here, the tiny little end, and I'm going to go into a different contour color, olive. And I'm just going to lightly line my lips just to give my lips a little contour and a little shadowed look. And then I'm going to use a color called Desert Sunset, which is kind of a semi-gloss color. It's a beautiful color. It's a little neutral, but it still has, I don't know, kind of coral undertones. I'll show you that in a minute here. Just quickly line. You can go underneath right here just to make that pout a little. All right, so I'm going to use my lip brush side. I'm going to flip it over. All of our brushes are double-ended, so they're like worth the money. They're an investment. Brushes always are. Good brushes always are. But since they're double-ended, you're getting two for the price of one. And our brushes are made to work with our cream makeup, which is just incredible. So this is that color. Desert Sunset. And it's just a pretty nude color with a little bit of color to it. So the last thing I always like to do is either use bronzer and illuminator or just illuminator. So today I'm just going to use illuminator. I'm going to leave myself a little lighter, especially since my neck is a little lighter. I took my finger, this is Honey right here, and I just like to place a little on with my finger, and that's just going to make the sun hit in those perfect high spots on your face. And you can put this on with a brush too if you want, but I like doing it with my finger. A little on the tip of your nose there, a little on your Cupid's bow, a little right here in your chin, and right here under the high part of your eyebrow on both sides. And that's going to make everything just pop. My wish would be for everybody to get this in their hands and on their face, especially since it's so stinking affordable. It gets rid of, I was just talking to a friend, you don't have to go to Ulta and Sephora and Target and Amazon and order from all these places and shop at all these places because everything is right here. And not that we don't still use other products from other places, but we do. But your whole face is just in this one compact and one brush or more brushes. We have all kinds of brushes. So if you are curious about this, if you'd love just a color match, which is no obligation, you send me the picture, I send you the colors that I suggest for you. Let me know. Please message me. I'm going to put a little thing here. You can hit it to DM me, and we can go from there. If you're not interested, that's okay too. But then you at least know what colors are yours and what products we have and the prices. I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and go out and get some sun.